What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Third Coast Sports TV. I'm your host, Wink. What's good, Seth Clark? What's good, Texans boy? I see y'all in here early, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm just gonna do a little quick video because I wasn't in the sauce last night. I had been traveling. I went to sleep late yesterday by like 3 in the morning. Had to be up for 7:30 so I could travel, so I could get back out here to my family and all that. I was only able to do the pregame show last night, but we're gonna go ahead and get into the Texans versus the Chiefs last night. And I'm gonna wait for a few more of you guys to go ahead and come in here so we can start talking about last night because I want to definitely talk about some things that I saw last night. Man, hold up, man. Appreciate it, David M. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start pumping out a few more videos since the season is about to be underway. I'm always gonna end up being on the sauce, but I need to make some time for my own videos. So I appreciate all you guys subbing. Let your friends know about Third Coast Sports TV, because I'm trying to get my way to 1,000 subs so that I can get super chats and all that little stuff going. Wise, what's good, homie? Hey, let everybody know in the chat and everything that I'm live right now, because I'm not sure if everybody knows about it. And I just posted this link on Twitter. I appreciate everybody that's coming through because we want to go ahead and we want to get into these Texans versus Chiefs. I couldn't be in the pregame show last night. I had some things that I had to take care of that was of dire importance. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into the first order of business. As people come in, we can go ahead and we can talk about a little situation. But the first thing I think I want to touch on was the way that offensive line played. Um, they played pretty well. The right side looked a little shaky at times early in the game when Whedon was under center, but for the most part, they did a very good job in pass pro. Julian Davenport was a star last night. Julian Davenport, shout out to you, man, because you really showed your technique. I felt that all you really needed was your man strength. It looks like you have it. You used your length very well. You anchored very well. Um, you stood, toe to toe with, with everything that they tried to throw at you. They threw the kitchen sink at you, and you didn't budge at all. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. Shout out to the rest of the offensive line. Zach Fulton did a good job. Senor Kellamini, they all did a fantastic job. Um, Brandon Wheaton, Brandon Wheaton. Yeah, he was stepping up in that pocket, man. He was stepping up in that pocket, delivering some throws. He could probably have put a little bit more torque on a couple of throws that he made, but he was fantastic last night. He stepped up in a major fucking way last night, and I didn't really I was really mad last season when we cut him, and we only had him Savage, and we didn't really have anybody behind Deshaun Watson and Savage. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad to show that he's showing the reason why he belongs to be in the Texas uniform. I know he threw a bunch of people off because typically when he comes here, when he played for us, he was number 5 and he was number 3. So I seen in the stream last night that dudes was not feeling that because it was just giving him Savage, but Savage wasn't delivering the ball and stepping up in the pocket the way that Brandon Wheaton was last night. So shout out to him. Now, one person on the offense that people are gonna want me to speak on that they feel that I should have ate some crow on last night was Jordan Akins. I seen your comments. I seen all the shit y'all had to say in the stream last night. I seen everything y'all had to say. When y'all come in here, y'all go ahead and y'all hit that like button. I if I remember correctly, yeah, I know I said some things about Jordan Akins because I honestly feel that dudes could have outplayed him in this position. You know what I'm saying? At his position. So you know, like I said, time will tell. But as I recall, I said that he would have them. Oh yeah, I saw. Come on, man. Come on, Jay Bird. You didn't even have to ask me that because yeah, Tremaine Pope was doing his thing. But in terms of Jordan Akins, I could have swore, and Wise is my witness, as well as the other guys on the round table, because I laid off of him after a while, and I said he'll end up having a game that's gonna reel fans in. And I predicted this before it even happened, and this is why y'all was so. I already knew y'all was gonna be talking about eat crow. That no, I said, and I even said pre-game, hey, if he gets the ball, make the catches that he has Duke. You know what I'm saying? Duke played his game out. B Shell, what's going on with it, homie? Appreciate everybody coming through. Y'all hit that like button. 7 people in here, y'all, and y'all got 4 likes. What's going on, Devontae Love? Yeah, I seen you in there trying to ref for you. You was holding it down for me last night because dudes was getting way too rambunctious over this Akins thing. And Duke is a beast. We call that. You know what I'm saying? When you went back and we watched the tape and we analyzed, it was just like this man was doing everything he needed to do. And I said before anybody that he was gonna look like Whitney Merciless. And I just went to a Texans Chiefs video and I seen Dre D actually say exactly what I said months ago. I said an exact replica of I got for man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? A couple of them predictions was off last night, but okay, it's football. It happens. David Pritchard, what's going on, homie? Y'all make sure y'all sub to Texas Palace, man, on IG, man. He put out good sources, you know what I'm saying, along with Texas Nation, along with everybody else, man. Yeah, D-Love got mod status. Yeah, oh yeah, man. Yeah, I made a lot of boys, man. I made a lot of people mods, man, when I started ramping my videos up about a month or so ago. So I started making people mods. So I'm gonna end up making some more mods, just as long as y'all keep showing love. You know what I'm saying? So I want to get back into my Akins point because people wanted me to eat crow last night when I specifically said Devontae Love and a lot of other guys that really listen to what I gotta say, and everybody, and I know I said he's going to end up having a game just like he did last night. And let's just be real about what he did. Both of the plays, if you go back and you go look at both of the things, if you go look at everything that he did, there were two out routes. One, the first catch was a little harder, so I can really commend him. He got right off of his and they were both in the red zone. So it's not like he was just beating dudes up and down the field, you know what I'm saying, the whole game. He got two catches. He made his thing. He did what he was supposed to do last night in the positions that he was in. Commend him, and I'm more than man enough to say that he did a fantastic job last night. So I'm not gonna be doing the stream long because I got some moves I gotta make. I gotta go get chopped up. I'm going out to the movies. I just got back in town, so I'm not gonna be in here for a long time. I'm probably gonna try to keep this at about 15 minutes or so. I'm a stream until my wife is finished getting the kids' hair and all that stuff done, and that's gonna take a little minute. And it is the first preseason game, you see. But Broderick, I seen Broderick and everybody in the stream last night talking about Wink said this, Wink said that. Yeah, I said it. I stand exactly by what I said, and I also said Jordan Akins is gonna get y'all a game and lure y'all in the same way he did last night. Y'all claiming this dude is the starter and is God like at the tight end. He the best tight end on the team and shit right now, bro. He ain't proven nothing yet. He ain't proven nothing yet. He's okay. He's doing what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's good. That's what he's doing what he was supposed to do. Okay? Show us. And that's what I kept saying. Show me. That's all I said. I said show me. He got to show me during the season though. Preseason, man, come on, bro. How many dudes we know look great in preseason and then when the season starts they nut up? So y'all can concede that notion. And I said, and my crow was reserved for him. And this is how I'm going to have my crow reserved for Akins. If Akins can give me if he can give me 5 straight games of doing what he did last night, where he's showing up on the field, even if he's getting like 5 to 7 catches a game and he's averaging like 70 yards and he can get like a TD every other game, I'll be willing to concede that he was a good pickup. Y'all are here first for me. I'm telling you right now on September, on August, it's August 10th, I keep my word. I wouldn't. No. I'm not hating on him. He's nobody to hate on. He's a rookie in preseason. You know what I'm saying? That has to prove his worth. I'm not exactly sold. I'm willing to concede he did a great job last night. I'm willing to concede that this is a game by game basis. Do it for the season. The season is what counts, not preseason. So for everybody like, yeah, eat crow. No, bro, eat crow for what? Y'all know I don't care about eating crow. It don't mean nothing. Bro, like, y'all going way too hard, and this is how people on this fan base be getting sucked in. I seen Homer, I seen Broderick, I seen y'all last night in the stream. Yeah, y'all was talking big shit last night, but let this man do this shit during the season. And like I said, I'm willing to concede because I'm ready to move on because the Akins talk, you know what I'm saying? And as soon as I got in the chat, boys calmed that shit right on down last night. So it wasn't nothing else said when I got in the chat last night, and y'all know what it is. So let's go on and get to the defensive side of the ball. And the real star of the show last night was Romeo Crennel. Romeo Crennel had a fantastic game plan. He was able to get dudes in coverage. He was able to get dudes rushing the passer. You saw it, and you backed off that shit. You was 1-on-1. You was like, all right. And then somebody else was like, yeah, Wink always bringing us back to reality. Because at the end of the day, You need a dose of reality. I'm not saying you should not be excited, because I was excited what he did last night, and I was happy too. But at the end of the day, I gotta realize, man, this is preseason. This is preseason. Like let the shit play out, and let's fight. Man, he made everybody look good. The only people who I could say were suffering was D Virgin. It wasn't. You know, he was playing good in years past, but when in preseasons and things like that, our linebacking core looked serious as fuck. Dylan Cole was everywhere. Dylan Cole was everywhere last night. He was the reason that pass got batted when he was in Mahomes' face, and Zach Cunningham ended up cut. And Zach Cunningham, man, Zach Cunningham and Dylan Cole and Duke Ejiofor last night. Bravo, man. Bravo. I called it. I called it months ago when I really looked at his breakdown, when I really looked at film on Duke Ejiofor. And this man reminded me so much of Whitney Merciless. His hands are very strong. He knows exactly what to do. He has great pass rushing techniques. He has great pass rushing techniques. Great first step. These were all things that I seen once we drafted him. Once I went back, I watched the tape and seen that he was able to do everything. And there's 14 people in here and it's 11 likes, man. Y'all make sure and y'all was bullshitting last night. It was over 100-something people in the damn stream. It was 116 people at its peak last night in the damn stream. And I look at the video this morning, it's only 75 likes on there. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. We're going to be giving y'all this. We're going to be giving y'all everything, man. And the least y'all can do, man, is just like these videos, share them, to make sure that, man, we get out there so we can take over this shit. Sports 610 is not going to stand a chance against us with the type of way we came out of the gate last night with the pre and post game show. Back in the off season, yeah. Hey, Wise, we was telling them, man. We've been putting them on. We've been telling a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. They gonna find out. I was 127 at one point. It was. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. The highest I had, so I was like 116. Zach Cunningham gonna be a top sophomore. Absolutely, I absolutely agree. Mr. Killer KB, man, what's good with it, big homie? Appreciate you coming through for the stream, man. The way he was able to match in a lot of schemes, we played a lot of 5-5-2. Man, all right, man, Devontae Love, man, I appreciate it, and I appreciate the way you was holding down last night, bro. I'm gonna see you later on. I want to say he's Nigerian, but he's not like he's Nigerian, but he's American. I don't think he was born here in America, but I think his family's from Africa and Nigeria. He played fantastic last night. He was in Mahomes' face, and the fact that he was doing it against their first team O-line, that's what was real scary. We saw Brennan Scarlett last night. You know what? After what I see, I think I'm gonna have to change my mind in how I view Brennan Scarlett now. I think he stepped it up. He stepped up last night. Brennan Scarlett and Ejiofor early on in that first and second quarter they were killing them tackles. They were killing the tackles on both sides. So I'm more than willing to go ahead and succeed. They were strong. They were bending on that edge. Justin Reed had a great game. Justin Reed had a great game last night. The corners played exceptionally well last night, with the exception of when it got to like the fifth and sixth strings, you know, guys, you started seeing the drop off. But the first like four strings of guys, man, they were playing their asses off. Scarlett was like, damn, I got to put in work and show now shoot. Man, yeah, I agree with you on Cornell. Look like the entire front seven's get back. They look way better. Like, at no point in the season, from preseason to even in the season, with the exception of maybe the Titans, the Titans and the Pats game, and I could probably say the Cincinnati game, the defense didn't look nowhere near like they did last night. Romeo Crennel is the man. He knows what he's doing. He will be, if there was a defensive coordinator award that could be won this season, he would definitely win it. Hands up is something that we missed last night. Absolutely, Broderick. You are so right when it mean that. Pat Mahomes did not look good last night. Pat Mahomes did not look good last night at all. I'm not willing to just go out here and say it's trash because it is preseason, and who's to say how he could turn it around, because Deshaun Watson didn't have the greatest preseason last year, and then when the season came, when games started to count, he was fucking terrific. So I'm not willing to say that right now. But as far as last night, nah, he didn't look like he belonged at all. He was getting pushed around in the pocket. He made a couple of good throws. He wasn't able to sense pressure the way that he was supposed to. His feet look like they still need some work, and mechanically, it looks like it's still some things that he has to work on. And you might as well say he's a rookie because he didn't get any real burn last year when the games counted, because Alex Smith was the starter, and, when everybody from the Chiefs wanted Pat Mahomes to start, but then Alex Smith was phenomenal last season. Cornell knows how to utilize corners. At least last night showed Coven North Conan was tested on Mahomes just below average. Honestly, they were in much better coverage. They were able to break on the ball. They were able to do a whole lot of things last night that just shows that Romeo Cornell is the best coach that we could have had. And I hope that Anthony Midget is really going to take up the mantle once he does leave, probably in the next couple of years, if he leaves us. Because it's no like he might end up coaching until he's about 80 years old, or until, and that Keys hit last night was fucking fantastic. I'm willing to say that, like, a couple of guys, I can't remember. It wasn't just Divergent. It was some other corner that kept whiffing on fucking that kept whiffing on tackles. He was in perfect position, perfect angles. He was breaking on the ball. He was getting back, and he was closing. But he could not. Yeah, 37. He could not. No, 31 is Deku. Deku is number 31, so don't confuse number 37, Divergent, with what. But the linebacking unit looked great. The safeties looked good. The corners, as it got further on down the depth chart, they started to look a little trash. Yeah, Chakri, I want to say that was his name. Yeah, he was in the place to be. He was like Charles James, except he was actually in the pocket where the plays could have been broken up, and he just wasn't wrapping up. He needs to work on that ASAP, and he honestly, if he was to wrap up and he's to cause some turnovers, because honestly, a couple of tackles he could have made, he could have caused some turnovers last night. That's who it is, Wise. Yeah, that's what we talking about. He had great angles. He was in the place to be. He just needs to wrap up. He works on his tackling technique. He could be a beast. He could be somebody that could really, yeah, he could be somebody who could really make a case to be a practice squad player, and that could be elevated if, if things don't go right, in terms of guys going down and we start losing players. But yeah, you seen those open field tackles, and yeah, you seen those open field tackles though in the first half. Yeah, dudes were all over the place. Dudes were flying to the ball last night. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, man. Deku. We've been singing his praises all offseason. I hope this video reaches him. I hope Zach Cunningham, Duke Ejiofor, y'all make sure y'all share this video. Share this video and tag them in these videos, man. I posted them on Twitter. If y'all follow me on Twitter at Third Coast Sports, Third Coast _sports, man, and I already shared the video already. Man, make sure that y'all tag these guys in these videos so these guys can see these videos, so everybody can see their praises being sung, because these men have earned the right to play on this team, and hopefully, regarding injuries or anything like that, I think they have the skill sets to make this team and be benefactors. We had Hamilton. Man, we talked about Ejiofor, man. Ejiofor is that dude. He's Whitney Merciless incarnate. And the worst part about last night, JD didn't play, JJ didn't play, and Merciless didn't play. Hell, McKinney didn't play. So just imagine if we would have even played. Honey Badger did not play last night. I didn't see Honey Badger play. Did y'all see Honey Badger play? Thoughts on the O-line, man. I talked about the O-line. The O-line looked great. Braxton had a phenomenal game last night. He got stung. I think he ended up getting a stinger last night. He ended up getting a stinger or something like that last night. He recouped, got back in the game. He performed the rest of the game. He came up big. Bruce Ellington came in big. Sammy Coates early on was struggling, and there was a lot of catches that he could have made early on. And me and the roundtable were in the chat talking about discussing the whole game, and I brought up the point that he needed to high point the ball. And not too long after I said that, he started high pointing that ball, and Hunter was like, "Man, he hear you, Wink. He hear you." You know what I'm saying? So Deshaun Watson didn't even get like 5 series. He didn't even get a quarter. You know what I'm saying? And the run game was looking good. Lamar Miller and Alfred Blue were looking good. Alfred Blue started slowing down after a little bit. I don't think he was reading the holes correctly. You know, after a while, but I'm willing to say that he was more than a serviceable option. But Jermaine Pope was the star at and Tyler Irvin had a decent game, but I think Jermaine Pope is gonna end up beating him out. I honestly think that what Jermaine Pope did, if he shows in the second and third preseason game, I think that'll be enough to show that they could shove Tyler Irvin off to the side. Akins looked locked in. Yeah, he did. But if y'all go back and y'all go look at the 2 catches that he made when he got those touchdowns, they were both well within 18 yards from the field goal, because both of those touchdowns were well inside the 20. The first catch was a hard catch for him to make in the way that he stretched out. So I like that athleticism on that play. And he ran an out route and got clean off of his break on that second one. Because the linebacker playing him in that situation didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and he couldn't cover him, and he made that play. So, like I said, shout out to Jordan Akins for the plays that he made, and shout out to Brandon Wheaton in the offensive line, because they all brought it together. Sammy Coates and Braxton got more than enough time in the game, and I was glad to see that. And even when Ryan Griffin came in, Ryan Griffin made some good catches, and he did some good things in the game last night. So I'm willing to say he had a good. He didn't have to play a whole lot. Steven Anderson had that drop like right in the red zone, right in front of the red zone, and he needed to make that catch. He seriously needed to make that catch. He was butt naked. Both of them need to play. Both of them need to play. I agree with what you said about Prosh. Dude is irrelevant to our offense. And yeah, and you see, that was another thing the guys were in the chat trying to get on me about last night. Jay Prosh was in for a few snaps playing fullback. I remember this particular thing when they actually shouted him out on the play, you know what I'm saying? But he kind of missed, but he ended up missing his assignment in that play when he could have played hat on the hat, and the run actually could have been a whole lot better than it was. But Jay Prosh, with how we were running this scheme, we were playing a lot of dives. We played a lot of single back. I mean, they were starting to play a lot of I formation and shit last night, because at the end of the day, they're not willing to tip their hats on what they really wouldn't do. So they ran a lot of stuff that was simple concepts last night. And Lamar Miller, man, was hitting his holes. That run he broke early, like on that second, I think it was the second touch of the game, because Alfred Blue came in, they ran again, and he hit that left side, and Julian Davenport and Fulton or Senio Kilmelly, whoever was playing left guard, I got to go back and go watch the film again, because I need to know who was playing at that guard spot early on. But Lamar Miller looked real shifty, and he looked like he was able to do a whole lot of things, man. Ready to go? Yeah, I'll take it out in a second. Yeah, I'm finna take it. I'm finna take it out. I'm finna take it out. I'm finna get ready to end this. Well, I'm gonna I gotta end this video because I'm getting ready to step out right now. So I appreciate everybody that came through the stream. You know, I'm gonna have to cut it a little short. I knew it wasn't gonna be that long because I got some stuff to do. But I appreciate everybody that came in, everybody that came through. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share this video, and tag all of these Texans in this video, man. Tag them, share it on Twitter, share it on whatever y'all have, and make sure that these guys hit this video. I couldn't do a full breakdown on everything, but y'all make sure that y'all come through on South Sports when we do our next show. Peace.